Okay, I think we're live now. Uh, I think we, yeah. If you hear any echoing, that's because I switched to my TV, my amplifier.
No, I don't hear anything. Yeah, it sounds fine on my end.
Okay. Uh, yeah, this is episode 2 of the podcast, and I'm here with Driscero and Aizen Kratos. And last episode, I had Death Dragon on. He's kind of a new player. We were just talking about like the state of the game now and where it's going, and kind of like what perks he runs and all that stuff. And I was just gonna kind of do a similar thing with you guys, just like asking you guys questions, just like just getting trying to find out more about you. Yeah, so like what you feel more comfortable with. Just about the game and what you like about it, don't like about it, stuff like that. So, I think the first question I would like to ask is probably I know they had a few patches coming in like just today actually, where they patched up uh, a lot of the maps and like bugs that people were complaining about.
Right.
Yeah. Um, do you guys notice a difference in that, or not so much? Because I only know that they did it for like a few maps like Elysium and I think one more of the newer maps like Curly and Hamlet, and they even like patched up some of the bosses like animations.
I actually haven't played today, so I haven't gotten a chance to test it out myself, but it sounds promising.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
uh,
actually didn't really notice the tiny bugs in the game. The bugs in the game are usually very minimal to the point that they don't really affect me. So I don't really care for the bugs that they fixed. The only one that I really care about is the music and the Monster Ball with Dr. Hands. That's the only bug that I really like that they fixed, but otherwise, the bugs in the game are really minimal, which is great.
okay. All right. Um, so like when you're starting a game up, do you have like a preferred map, you guys, or or like a preferred perk, or like right when you get into a game, like what what do you start what like what's the first thing on your mind when you start up a game?
For me, it's how much money can I get to upgrade my weapons. In terms of the map, if I have a certain daily, I'll select it, but usually I just keep it random. Just depends on my mood.
Yeah, I could see that.
I I personally don't think we have the luxury to choose a map because the player base is so low in Hell on Earth that I'll play any map that has enough players. So any map is fine with me because getting enough people to play with is usually a challenge in this game. And my first choice of turret is usually Fireball because it's really powerful. And then I'll switch to Demolitions later for the big Zeds on the later waves.
And that's uh your two go-tos whenever
Yes, and if everyone else already has, if the team already has Fireball and Demo, then there's no medical. I'll switch to Demo to help the team.
okay.
So those are my top three right now.
And if you like guys said like if you had to pick like a 6-man squad to like go like real competitively, like like including yourselves, like who would the other 5 players would be? Just asking.
I would have to look up my list because I'm not pretty good with names.
Yeah, same. I go with Stretch though. He's pretty good. Cherokee.
I think the first person to choose would be an excellent medic because without an excellent medic, we cannot beat those Cartus maps on 10 waves. So I would probably go with like an excellent medic. That would be my first choice. Maybe fantastic or
Super.
yeah, super. Yeah. I would choose Chiguy for Firebug and myself as three, and I would want at least another demo and another Firebug because I think the best person in the team would be Firebug demo and medic. Those deal the most damage, and medic is the most important person in the game.
Agreed.
Yeah. But I would have to look at my list because I'm really bad with names. Really bad with names.
I also enjoy. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, please go.
I enjoy it when there's a commando on the team. Definitely makes the game a lot smoother to play than your infinite save time.
Yeah, me and Death Dragon were having a long conversation about
Yeah, he's a good one. I play him.
Wait, who?
Pick him anytime. Oh, absolutely.
Wait, who did you say?
Death Dragon.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were just having a long conversation about like what is how he what his loadout was as a commando and like how he what his mindset was going into a game, and he said he would usually choose the FAL with the Scar was his preferred guns of choice.
I see. I'm typically not good with those perks like SWAT and Commando and uh, Gunslinger. I'm not good with those perks, but when someone is really good with them, I'm personally impressed. Especially if they can make an impact on the team.
Yeah. I kind of prefer the more chaotic perks like Demo, Firebug, and Berserker.
Yes.
Yeah. Ever since Berserker had so many changes, I just went on survivalist
Yeah.
because I think the survivalist was just
It's stronger, bro.
yeah, like more improved Berserker, I think. Unless if you have that
is my go-to.
Me too. It was the strongest perk. I think we could clutch.
You could literally carry the entire game.
The entire game, exactly. And clutch the last wave by yourself. Even if you had 200 enemies left. 250, yeah. So then they made it weaker. Right. Then they made it weaker and then even more weaker and then it's not popular anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Berserker is just not able to make a huge impact on the team anymore. I don't think. Yeah.
so for like for going into the future, do you think they're gonna keep Tripwire's gonna keep making like patches like this until there's like a close like a how should I say this like a confirmed end, like there's not going to be any more anything after, or do you think there's going to be another game added to the franchise is what most people were asking.
I hope that there is a third game because I love this
they're working on Killings 1 and 3.
I want to play too because I think this game is great because it's about co-op. It's six people trying to survive together, and each perk is so different, and they compete with each other. I think it will be a shame if they don't make another one.
Yeah, I think that's what everybody was more leaning towards. Just like if this company was gonna add a third game, and that was like in the that was in the conversation for however many years. Cause I joined around like late 2017, early 2018 when Ashwood Asylum just got up, Hey Suda, and I think that's when I think that's when I had the most fun in this game. Whenever like right when Ashwood came out, and yeah, I don't think I've had any problems since then. I don't think.
I think I got this game when it was free for the first time. Before that, I didn't know about the game at all. So I think one issue is that other people don't know it exists. If they knew, I think that we would have more people playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the player base is like 5,000 or something like that, which is really low. Uh, I just wish that more people knew about it and
I
that they would
just
give it a shot.
I feel like they don't promote the game enough.
Yeah.
Like they'll announce an update, cool, but then the hype dies down, and then that's it.
Right.
The only news that I uh heard about, well, then was the 2020 E3 was whenever they were introducing that new Cyberpunk update, or whenever Moonbase came out. Uh, that's when they had that's when they were introducing it in E3, and I think it got a boost then, and then it started going down.
I would have to agree that it's a marketing problem. They're not marketing the game enough. They're not advertising it enough. I feel like they should have YouTubers or people on Twitch, like pay them to maybe promote the game to get more people to play it. But because the player base is not, it's just not growing.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it might be getting harder to find people to play with, especially like in the mornings. Sometimes I have to play with European servers because I don't have enough players in the US. Or also another thing is that I think that's my own issue, not having enough people.
Mm. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like how it's a like small community, because I think everybody kind of knows each other. Not everybody, but most of the people that play Hell on Earth. If you run into a match, it's like, hey, I know you. It's like it's just like you're gonna see someone you know, and that's probably like I don't know. I just think that's a good thing. I
Yes,
mean, it's all. I'm not saying like having more people would be a bad thing, but you know.
I think it just helps too, you can't sit around for a while because they could shoot them in the house. But yeah, I think it's just ending its life. Everyone's prepping for killing full movies. Yeah. since 2016.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, something like that. That's crazy.
So yeah,
Uh,
I like playing with like some randos sometimes, you know, back to down or hard or even most of the times suicidal, but there's some people out there. It's pretty cool trying to educate them, you know, co-ops and all. Not much, but just a few.
I will say though, I wish they did double XP more often, like every other weekend.
Yeah. Like they did the one for the sacrifice tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're doing like 2 more updates and then that'll be it.
Yeah.
I also wish that they sold more characters to buy. I would throw them all the money for those characters. I can't tell you how much money I spent on this thing last.
Yeah. Yeah. Spend way too much money. I'll spend more.
yeah, I'm guilty of this too. I think I spent a pretty penny on this game.
Big updates with DLC. If you need it, yeah.
So, when
See you guys.
see ya, Suda.
Take care.
I was gonna ask. So, when going into like a game, uh, let's say, what would if you were like a last man standing situation? Let's say, okay, let's say you're the medic, right? You're the last man standing situation, 100 plus sets, and you have, uh, actually, I'll let you guys pick out your weapons, but, what, like, you could place yourself in any map scenario and have any weapons, but you're a medic, last man standing, in a hell on earth 100 plus set situation. Uh, what map are you in? What guns do you have? And what's your first thought process? I'm trying to clutch it.
As a medic, you said?
Yeah.
As a medic, if it's a small map, I'll definitely die. 100%. Like a little map. But if it's a big map, I would have a health thrower and a kaboom stick, and I would just run around in circles and kill everything. The health thrower, I'll kill the small ones. With a kaboom stick, I would just kill the sprigs and the flesh bounds and the quarter bounds. So it would be no problem at all in a big map as a medic with a health thrower and a kaboom stick. But in a little map, I would definitely die sooner than later. Guaranteed. Because the medic just cannot clutch a little map. I just don't think so. That's
Yeah.
what
I've seen people pull it off.
Oh,
Usual medics, like really good try hard medics would probably just grab that 501 and start spamming the R1 in with the those medic nades that like go off real fast. Start killing everything behind.
I see. I think clutching a small map in general is just really tough. Because you can't run, they'll always grab you and find you and corner you. In a big map, you can always run in circles, especially medic. The medic is fast. So as a medic, it would be no problem at all. As long as you have a kaboom stick though, or something strong to kill the big Zeds. But a little map, it would be, I could not do it.
Yeah, I'd probably pick Ashwood Asylum just because it's one of the easiest maps to kite on.
Yeah.
I like go with the 4-1 in the Incision. Just take care of the big sets. Use the 4-1 for trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good medic can definitely clutch a big map. I don't know about the little ones. The little maps.
I would definitely grab that 501 and
Power group by a lot of design.
if I knew it was just me too, I'd probably just use that 501 with like a shotgun or like a kaboom stick, like you said, and just anything that could deal damage. But yeah, um, so um, so like going back to the multiplayer thing about this, have you been like lagging out of games recently? Because I know a lot of players been like complaining about that, just lagging out of games and just getting like blue screened or whatever. Does that happen to you guys like consistently or not so much?
No.
I wouldn't say consistently, but I have blue screen more with this game than I have with any other game that I've played.
I've never seen a blue screen.
For me, I seen the blue screen on Airship the most, like right outside on top.
Yeah, I think blue screens for me don't usually happen that often, but when it does, it's usually just when a demo is just spamming whenever that time kicks in, and those nukes tend to make me lag dip a lot, where I can't like really control what's happening on screen and my frames go down.
I've noticed that the further I am from my region, the higher my ping. So I wonder if you are experiencing that too. Uh, but also, I have a pretty good connection. I have like 850 megabits per second wire connection. So I wonder if it's your internet maybe. How fast is your connection?
My connection or Dressiro's?
Your internet connection. Yeah, I mean both of you guys. Yeah.
It's usually at the net, usually ranging from the 800 range, so in terms of, lag, I don't really get this much, although sometimes there is a delay.
If you're like far from your
Yeah.
internet.
I could actually do that right now.
Yeah, I really hate it when I have a high ping, like 90, 100. But that's because I'm far from my region in the east. But otherwise, I don't have lag, especially in the east. I have zero lag. My ping is like 20, 30. So in general, I don't have connection issues with the game or any blue screens. I've never seen one.
My download speed is like 56 megabytes, and my upload speed is like 19.6.
Your upload is 19.6.
Yeah. Is it?
19.6. Is it? Okay. Huh.
There's only a 13 millisecond latency.
13. Okay. So you said 19.6.
Yeah,
Are you using
that's not
speed
my
test?
ping. That's just my upload speed. Whenever I like
It's
post a
56.
video or something, like it'll take longer because upload takes longer for than downloads. But
So have you tried the on speed test? Are you saying?
yeah, yeah, you could just go on Google and just type speed test, and it's like the first link
Yeah.
that pops up.
And you said 19.6.
Yeah, for my upload,
What about your download?
like 25. I mean 56.
56 download. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because you and I have 850.
Since we're on this subject, I was just at Best Buy and I wanted to get like this gaming router, but I was kind of hesitant because the guy said if your modem is pretty far away, it's kind of useless. So that's why I didn't end up getting it. I ended up getting this nice keyboard instead. But you
I
know,
see.
he's
Did you play over Wi-Fi or wire connection?
Wi-Fi, the
Oh,
wireless
you should try.
connection.
You should try wired. That's how you get the fastest speed.
Yeah, I use an Ethernet cable for my PC.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
my thing does have a little Ethernet port to it. My laptop does. That's what I probably should invest in.
Yeah, it's like what, to like $10, maybe 15 or 20 on Amazon. Like a good cable, Cat E8. I think it's the latest. And you're gonna see a dramatic improvement in your connection. Dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
I would never play over Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh, Whenever I was over at Forson's house, he had fucking great Wi-Fi because that was only because the router was literally in the same room as we were playing in.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was
Yeah.
only like two devices.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the guy recommended while I was there a Nighthawk. I think it was from the the Asus Nighthawk. No, Netgear. Netgear makes Nighthawk, and Asus has their own gaming router. I don't know the actual name, but like they're really good too. I think
Mm-hmm.
the most expensive one was like $500, and it had like freaking 6 or 7 legs or antennas sticking out of it. Like it looked like something out of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Sounds expensive.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, like for something that much, it would perform pretty well. But I ended up not getting it. But like I got this mini keyboard, and I'm even thinking about like getting a desktop instead. Uh, I would probably end up either custom buying one online or just going to Best Buy and see what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay, so we're about half an hour in. My podcast, my last one rather, tended to be in for like an hour. So I mean, if you guys wanted to just stay and talk more and just like talk about like different players, like I don't know. From here, me and Death Dragon just talked about like different players, like Word for Word and Crazy Cat and all those guys. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't mind. I don't mind.
yeah, that's fine.
okay. Uh, so usually when I hop in a game, rather like I would usually play by myself, mostly on Elysium, and I would always get like randoms joining me, like low level randoms. Or if I would join a game, it would always be a 10 wave with a low level random. And I just think, right off the top of my head, I think they're just doing it just to get the Hell on Earth trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Or just to get the platinum for this game.
I
And
agree.
um, like, I don't think they know really what they're getting into. So, I mean, I usually find myself helping out more people like that, and rather than just joining friends playing this game. But
I I personally could not play this game by myself. I I just cannot do it. what makes this game so fascinating is that it's 6 people playing together. So I could not play a whole match by myself. It's just boring for me, but it's just so much fun when it's 6 people. We're all helping each other, trying to survive, giving dodge to each other, saving each other, helping each other. That's what makes this game so much fun for me. That's why I keep playing it every day. Just that it's about that teamwork.
I only play solo whenever I'm like making a video,
Mm-hmm.
or whether I'm like doing challenges.
Mm-hmm. But it's more fun with people.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I'm always down to play with the full squad.
Yes. If anything, we could have more players in a single match. 10 players. Wow. Then there will be too many Zeds.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. My preferred
Something I
map.
like about this game is that the maps are so different. It's pretty cool, and we have so many maps to choose from. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Like whenever I'm usually playing with Forsen and all my best buds I usually play with, he likes all those changing maps, whatever. Like most
Yeah,
of
for
the
the Switch, but
streams I have like usually consist of like Biolabs, Elysium, Power Core, Descent, maps like that. They just like changing maps for some reason. And I really don't care what map we play.
yeah, I like all the maps. All maps.
Sure.
I think one of my favorites is what's it called? Catacombs. I think most players get lost in that map. But I like it.
Yeah, it provides a unique challenge, especially it's one of the darkest maps.
Oh yeah. It's kind of dark and confusing. I like it.
Now, my next question would have to be like during the tournament that I made like a year ago, around this time, more into June. Uh,
It's only been a year, huh?
yeah, it's time flies, dude.
Right.
Uh, I was gonna ask Kratos, when did Master Strange pick you up?
I think it might have been the day of the match.
Really?
But yeah, I think that's what happened. I was just playing my own games, and they said a bunch of people didn't make it to the time. They just didn't show up, and all of a sudden they were down like 2 or 3 people. So I'm always down for a challenge. So. But that's what happened. The other players didn't show up to the match, so I was available. I was just playing the game, so I said sure.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, that whole situation. Uh, I didn't know what was going on. Like, I think there was so much being said, and it was like they were kicking all these other players because, from what I've heard, they were just like kicking all these players out because they thought they weren't good enough, and they were trying to just replace them with you and Mystery Rush and all these other players. Uh, and now, like, realizing that, like, they just, from what you're saying, that they just did not have enough players.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Right.
Like 2 or 3 just didn't show up because it is hard for 6 people to show up to a match. We all live in different places. We all have different work schedules.
Mm-hmm.
So those people just couldn't make it. at the time designated for that match. And that's what they told me that happened, so they just picked us up at the last minute.
And this year, I don't know, you couldn't do it because you had other stuff to do other than the
Yeah, I was
tournament.
currently working at the time. Then I was going on vacation.
Oh, nice. Where'd you go?
I went to New Orleans.
Nice.
Oh, I've never been there. There's a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
real nice.
um. I know the seafood's probably got to be good there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Like I was kind of like amazed that just looking at all the tournaments that were jeez that were just made on this game. Like there were some tournaments that were like professionally done. They like had it was almost like esports. Like they had like all these banners and like the players' names on the screens and stuff or whatever. And like it was just like so cool to watch. I don't know if it was. I think it was PC because when I was looking at some of their point of view shots, they were I could see some of the players had custom crossfire hairs, which you could only do in PC. Uh, but it's crazy to think that like I did a little bit of research and my tournament was like the first out of all of them, like the very first KF2 tournament type thing, which I thought was pretty cool. Because I don't think there was anyone like further than mine, which was kind of crazy. I'll try to check that out again, but I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty tough to set up like a whole tournament because everyone has different, time zones and work schedules. So yeah, I was impressed that you were able to manage that. Just to get so many people together, set up a schedule, and make it happen. Because that's pretty tough.
Yeah, I
I
think
can imagine myself trying to organize everything in so many different time zones.
And countries, bro. Who knows? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was pretty impressed that you were able to do that.
yeah, I think the newest one was from like this hazardous monkey dude, and they were playing on like uh they were playing on Monster Ball. I'm watching it right now.
What are you talking about? I won't need more than three, so don't
And
mind.
we're not MMOing. We're trading.
I don't know. Well, yeah, it's feel like I know like I like had a couple of people that we like disagreeing back and forth about different stuff, and he was just like people like bashing me and just like all this other stuff. We're just like at the end of the day, it's just like you know I made what I made and I did what I had to do. Well, not what I had to do. Like I was a man of my word and just like paid the players and stuff like that. It's just like I got it done, and that's what I said I was gonna do, and you know, I'd probably make another one soon. I don't know when. but it'd probably be sometime this year. But I wanted to do one with PC players, and I was talking to uh, I was talking to uh, who's that one dude like with the robot and the devil horns? I forget his name. Lamez. Yeah, I talked to Lamez about it. He said tried to uh rally up some players. They tried to find some players that were like consistently streaming this game that were like fairly good.
I wish that we had crossplay so we could know those players. Because I don't know any of them.
Yeah, crossplay would be like pretty awesome. And
You know, I feel like there are so many missed opportunities with this game because the developers could do so many things to make more money. I don't know why they're not doing it. And I just feel like they don't listen to the community enough. Like one thing I wish we had back was the higher difficulty. No Way Out, I think it was called what's the name again of the higher difficulty?
uh, abandon all hope. Like
Yeah. Why would they take it away like that? Or just make more items for us to buy. There's so many missed opportunities. Crossplay. I don't know.
yeah, they probably should make
It's like missed opportunities, yeah.
another higher.
I'm surprised this game didn't have crossplay when I first started playing into it.
Right.
That would be a cool feature to have.
I think it would help the player base problem, because the PC has the same problem, maybe 5,000-6,000. We have the same, so suddenly we would have double the player base.
I think it would be
Yeah.
really cool to add like a higher difficulty to like nightmare or I don't know what they would call it, but like just a higher difficulty.
Abandon All Hope was difficult enough for me.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
like that. Yeah.
just like imagine like a game mode like really difficult when like first wave comes, just like at least 2 quarters and one scrape on first wave.
Yeah, they should make the first wave harder then, yeah. I don't mind.
Agreed. I'm always down for a challenge.
Definitely. Because we've reached a point where we are already pretty proficient in the game, so we need a higher challenge. But the developers are not seeing that. They're not seeing that.
Mm-hmm. So, what was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask something.
Despite its shortcomings, I still play it. I still love it. I'll still play it for a couple more years.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, me too, man. I love this game. I've been trying to find other games to like play that don't make me rage as hard, and like Dead by Daylight didn't do it for me. This new Star Wars game didn't do it for me. Probably just gonna buy a cheap like $5 game that would probably just like require little to no like experience, so I could just calm my nerves, I guess. But yeah, uh, I
I have like so many games, maybe like 250 games, and I haven't played this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that really there. I know people that just play KF2 and that's all that they ever play. Like they don't play any other games.
Yeah.
But I know everybody's hyped up about Elden Ring and the that new Dark Souls game that everybody's like hopping on the bandwagon now, thinking it's so good. I haven't played it yet, but so uh, another game that I thought was pretty good, made by the same company as Shepwire's Chivalry 2, which is like a knight game, like a medieval game, like where you play as like a knight with a sword or like a bow and arrow, and like you go to war. It's like this like they just like it's almost like a war stimulate medieval bleh. It's almost like a medieval war simulation, almost where they have like all these catapults and stuff, and you try to raid castles or whatever. But back to the subject of KF2 because we got just about 12 or 13 minutes left until we hit that hour mark. Uh, like, what would you guys probably like if I've seen some custom made guns on this game, but if you guys like had to make your own gun or own melee weapon in this game, like what would you like? What would it be? Like, what would your choice of weapon be if you had to make one in the game?
I've never thought about it.
I remember before the Piranha pistols came out, I was thinking, what if I shoot out many saw blades? Like a few months later, it comes out. I guess like ballistic knives on Berserker, that'd be cool. Or survivalist.
Oh yeah, like throwing knives almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
like a ninja.
Yeah.
That would be pretty dope actually. I kind of would like to see that. It's like throwing stars almost, or kind of like Naruto, whatever. I would like a weapon that would just like spit acid or something like that. And that kind of resembles that green poison that you put on Zeds, like an acid weapon.
That'd be fun.
I'm not a creative person, so I have no idea what I would want.
I feel you, man. It's hard.
That's not my strength, yeah.
That's okay. So, what weekly do you guys enjoy the most? I know we were talking about Abandon All Hope, but I kind of like the Boss Rush the best out of all of them.
I personally only play survival. I don't play the weeklies personally.
Okay.
Yeah. I do the weeklies every now and then. Playing the boss rush is fun. I just wish we could fight like two bosses at once. I've always wanted that.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I think all the
Matriarch and Patriarch.
like hypotheticals that we're throwing out there are like available on PC. I like they have so many mods in that game. It's just crazy. Like I
I'll
saw,
watch Pathfinder play with the mods.
yeah, and even go watch Psycho Gamers or Fat Cats gameplay because I remember he made he did it on a custom modded map with then they had to face all 5 of the bosses at once. But the thing was is that like they all had like the damage was so high that like you can kill like the King FP with like a full clip with your upgraded Glocks. So it was fun to watch that. But
I think I might check it out. I've never thought about fighting two bosses at the same time. I think it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about that. I've always wanted to experiment with it.
What's that?
yeah, I've just always seen these like top tier like players that would just make it look so easy, and they would always play like sharpshooter and gunslinger. And they would like use the center fire as a gunslinger and upgrade that stuff like 3 or 4 times and take out flashbounds and squigs with that like a couple shots. I wouldn't have. I don't have the patience to run a sharpshooter, but I do run a gunslinger sometimes. If I wanted to help the team out the best I could, I'd probably just use that freeze thrower. It would just as good a job if you like do a freeze nade.
I never really played with sharpshooter or gunslinger, but I think I should range them up and learn them.
Sharpshooter is very satisfying to play. I recently got back into playing it, and streaks just turn into it's just easy. They're not really a threat.
Yeah, I should level them up. Those are my lowest level perks. It's like level 6 sharpshooter, level 9.
I never played Commando.
Yeah, all my perks are maxed. So's and Jesco's. I even debated about making a new account and just starting over. But I don't know. Besides randoms that you see on this game, like if you had to call out any like really bad, like bad players that like if you tried so hard to hop in a game with them, like you would still lose. Like if they were that bad, like who, like what players would are on your mind? Because for the longest time, I've been playing with Highlander, and I was playing with Captain Snow. We were trying to get a dub like on the easiest map spillway with Highlander, and we couldn't do it.
This actually just happened to me like an hour ago in Ashwood, and we we lost in the last round because these people chose to defend the area for a few dodge, and it was in the worst possible spot, and I just lost it. I was so furious. I just cursed them out. I told them we should go back to normal, and I just cursed them out. So I might get banned from PlayStation for a few weeks. Really. So if you don't see me playing for a few weeks, it's because they reported me. But it was so frustrating because it's Ashwood. If you just go through one or two good spots in the game, you win it, and they went to the worst possible spot because it was the purple zone, and they said, oh, we have to defend this area, and I said, no, you don't. You don't have to defend it, and they did it anyway. And demo, so I couldn't go by myself to my area. I had to go with them, and then we just died. So I might get banned from PlayStation for a couple weeks. But what is so frustrating when these people do stupid things and then cost us the match. It was the last wave. So it is really frustrating.
I just hate it when people try to book to kick for no reason.
Right.
Yeah. I try hard not to do that unless unless this guy was like intentionally doing something he shouldn't be doing, like selling people's weapons, or I don't know, just
Yeah, like if you steal someone's weapon and sell it, yeah, that's definitely. Like my last game, I bought an extra shotgun and someone stole it. It's frustrating. I think if I see a medic that is not helping the team, healing people, I will try to kick them because.
Yeah, I would definitely kick them.
Don't be a medic if you're not gonna heal people.
I've had a few people like that. They just run off on their own and end up dying.
Right.
yeah. It's just a few people that I really just don't like in this game, but like most of you guys don't talk, but like I have my fair share of people who I like and people who I don't like, people who I'm neutral with, and there's people that I don't know. There's like more than a handful of people I don't even know play this game, and people who I don't really like all that much. They know why I don't like them, I guess. Some of them are really too cocky when they play this game, and I get it if like you just got done clutching a map or whatever. But I think it was like, okay, I'll give you guys an example when when I was this was around the tournament time last year, and Master Strange Low. I think you guys like him and Rap Purist clutched. It was literally the power core 10 wave Hell on Earth. Because they could not, because they were so down in points, is that I don't think they could have, if they died once, they were out. And they did a perfect 10 wave Hell on Earth power core without dying. And there were times when he did die and he was just saying like, "Oh, I'm a really good player. Like I just got done carrying my team." Those guys that would just be like so like their ego is like really up there, and they just like don't really know what to say to them. Yeah, that's the vibe I got from Master Strangelove on Team A, your guys' team. But yeah, I mean, team.
I think that there's only two people in this game that I don't like. Just two players. They would kick me out of the rooms for no reason. I didn't even know these people. So if I ever see them, I can't play with them or talk to them. Just two people in the whole game.
I mean, that's not too bad. Like compared to me or compared to a lot of people.
And these two players have like a huge ego. They think they are the best, but they're not. And then they're nasty too. They're nasty people.
Yeah, there's somebody on there that I can't stand.
Yeah. Just be a team player and help the team. Don't be nasty. Don't be cocky, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's reasons why I don't like freaking Great Welt. There's reasons why I don't like Master Strange all that much. I pretty much just told you guys. There's reasons why I don't like Mystery Rush. Uh, there's just different reasons for everybody. Word for Word is one of them.
Oh, that's one of my two. And is that the woman or the guy? The word for word is the guy or the girl?
Word for Word is a woman.
Oh yeah, she and her friend. Okay, I've said it. She and her friend are just I cannot stand those people. Word for word and her friend. I can't.
I've personally never had an issue with word for word.
You know, she would kick me from the rooms for no reason. Like why would you do that? And why be nasty with me? I never even met them before, and they kicked me from the room. Like, I don't understand. Attacking me, that I suck, and then they would kick me. So now I do the same to them. And just from her voice, I can tell that she's a nasty person. Word for word. She's probably some 50-year-old woman that is just miserable and wants to hate people. And like in my kind of job that I do, you know, there are a lot of miserable people. And miserable people, they want to make other people's lives miserable too. So, word for word strikes me as that kind of person. So, yeah, she and her friend are just only two people in the whole game that I cannot play with.
I can't stand Mystery Rush.
That's the third person. He just won't stop talking, man. He just
he always brags about him
I'm
being
the best medic in the game, man. And
every time.
And he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not the best medic. He's not. What he can do, anybody can do.
Yeah, for real. I picked up medic myself. I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard.
And if you do medic every time, all the time, of course you're gonna be good at it because he doesn't play anything else at all.
Yeah.
No, he just won't stop talking and he won't stop bragging.
Yeah, he's always flexing every 2 seconds. I'm like, okay, bro, we fucking get it.
He never stops talking, so I just mute him all the time. Like, I can't listen to this guy talk nonsense for the whole game. I just mute him, and I don't care anymore. I don't understand why people just won't stop talking. I don't get it. So that's him, yeah.
Yeah. I usually don't find myself. Yeah, obviously I don't play with them now, but like whenever I was just fairly new to the game, like that's what happened. Like he just kept talking and just got so annoyed. But I only play with like a handful of women. Like I usually don't play with women. I don't play with Delicate Assassin. I don't play with freaking Word for Word. I don't play with Cherokee all that much. I don't usually find myself playing with women. Not even the women that can't talk, like Goro and freaking Holland. Even there's like some players that you probably never heard of, but it just I don't know. Like I just like playing with guys more.
Yeah. I never really encountered many in this game anyway. I think the last one that I played with was in the game with a bunch of noobs, and I cursed them out and she cursed me out. And I was like, you fucking noob, go back to normal. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna get banned. But,
I think the lowest I'll ever play is probably hard. I don't think I could do normal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't even remember playing normal, honestly.
I think it's a pretty good insult. Go back to normal.
I go back to training now.
back to the
Yeah.
tutorial. Next time, I'm gonna say that. So this is something that the noobs do a lot. They go to the area. Like, you don't have to go to the area, but they do. And they said, we have to protect the area. No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. And then we lose the whole match. Because the game puts you in the worst possible area. And the noobs go for it.
Yeah. I'd have to tell you guys, when I was doing that long trip up to Michigan, this was my first time ever seeing Forsen, and it was like so weird at first. It was like, cause he lived in like this, you had to pull up at this like roundabout like little area. It's like he lives literally right next to this big lake. When he got out of his house, he was standing like, I think he's like 6'3" or 6'2". He had glasses on. He was like, that's why he wears a hat all the time, because like I never thought he was bald, but he just started laughing and was like, I didn't think it'd actually come, and I was like, yeah, I said it would come, but we just laughed and like played games or whatever. Like that was the only like that was the first time I ever did like I would meet up at like another game player's house IRL. But that was because like we were talking for so long. I think we've been talking like ever since like 2018, 2019, I guess. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot of like places I want to go to, like because whenever I like sent all those like merchandise out, they had to give me their addresses, so I know where a lot of people live now. But uh, I'm planning on like going to Sudom's house, even like probably like Procore's, because he lives in Pittsburgh too, and I live near that area.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm in New York, so we're probably a couple hours away, right? Maybe two.
Damn, I'm all down south near Atlanta.
Let's see.
Georgia's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hardly ever.
Bipolar as hell, but nice.
Like in terms of weather, I thought it never snowed
Yeah,
there.
it's like one day it'll be sunny, the next it's pouring.
That's kind of like Pittsburgh, but with snow. But yeah, we've reached that hour mark. It's actually an hour and 10 minutes. So if you guys want to end it here, we can. Or if you want to keep going, it's up to you.
I'm fine. I'm playing a match while talking to you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just chilling in the lobby right now.
Okay. I think we, I mean, I covered everything I wanted to cover except for the whole, like, meeting up with players IRL thing. That just kind of got out of me. But, yeah, I'll end it here and then we can, like, play games.
Okay.
So, that was, podcast episode 2 with Aizen Kratos and Driscero, about some aspects of Killing Floor 2 and like what they think about it and like their thoughts on the game. I'm, I'm gonna end it here, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye.
Take care.